banked by the Ohio River and the city's abundance of hills. We're at Paycor Stadium here in Cincinnati, Ohio. Ready to get this game started. Here's Evan McPherson. And we're off and running at Paycor Stadium. And this will be a touchback, so we're going to need our first snap to see the first action of this game. All right, let's get this show on the road. It is 1st and 10. Mitchell gets it from the gun. And he'll scurry forward for a pickup of 3.
I know that may look like a whole lot of nothing burger on the stat sheet, but those are the kind of plays, that inside run, that you see creative play action come off of later in the game.
2nd down now, 7 to go. Lamar now from the gun. His first throw is an interception. DJ Turner comes up with it. And the Bengals take over on his 5th interception of the season.
Oh, coaches just love that effort right there. Instantly, as he made the pick, everybody was looking for a block and doing their part to set up the return. And I know it pales in comparison to giving up the turnover, but how about the effort on the other side to track him down and stop a potential pick 6? I think everybody deserves a little credit on the field for that effort.
And this one doesn't go far.
He's just one of those guys, Kate. Even when he's not open, he's still a target thanks to that physicality and his ability to just play bully ball. They don't like forcing into coverage, but sometimes when you got a bully like him that can create space, you just find a way to get him the ball.
He brings it in. And they'll advance this down to the 5-yard line. It's a double-digit gain, 10 yards, and now they've got 1st and goal. For the touchdown. The Bengals parlay the interception into points. For the offense, you gotta love it, Brock. Points to begin the game as he runs it in for an opening drive touchdown.
And you've got one very happy running back right over there on the sideline right now. These backs, they do feel the pressure to find the end zone every single week. It's not easy to do, but to do it this early and get out of the way, big time.
This one is up and good. The Bengals will jump out to a 7-0 lead. Here's McPherson on to handle the kickoff. And that one bounces through the end zone for a touchback. First and 10 now from the 30. Here's Derrick Henry getting it on the ground. And he found some running room for a nice gain. Give him 9 yards. He almost moved the chains there. It's going to be 2nd and 1.
Well, that doesn't net a 1st down. You get yards like that in the run game, you will take it in the NFL.
Nice spot here for the offense. It's 2nd and 1. Pistol snap to Jackson. Completed to Flowers. And he'll pick up enough to move the chains.
That's just great instincts. Go air it out on 2nd down rather than just play conservative and run it. They hit a weak point in the coverage and don't need to worry about 3rd down at all.
They'll take an option to the right on 1st down. And the defense is all over this one for a big loss.
It's easy for me to say up here in the friendly confines of the booth, Kate, but that was not the right read. And you hate seeing him absorb yet another hit at the end of the play. You never want him taking unnecessary shots throughout this game.
Chased out to his right. And he rips off good yardage, but it will not move the chains.
This is one of those occasions that it looks so promising when you take off as a quarterback, and then you're reminded just how fast these defenses are in the NFL. Couldn't quite move the chains, but it wasn't for a lack of trying.
Throwing over the middle, but it's incomplete. Well, no luck on his first look at the game, so they're going to have to evaluate things now on 4th and short. The Ravens going to punt this away, and here's Jordan Stout to handle that boot. And this is the punt you want every time. He bounces out of bounds and sticks them inside their own 10. They'll get this drive started. 1st and 10.
Here we go.
Out of the shotgun, Burrow. And they're able to drag us on the play.
Hey, look, in the right situation, you catch a team off guard. Well, this could be a tremendous play for some big yards. But in the wrong situation, you get hit in the mouth right behind the line of scrimmage.
So now here's 3rd and 5.
Here we go. Here we go.
Burrow out of the shotgun. And a stunning loss there, Brock. He ends up in his own end zone. That is a wild safety. And it wasn't a touchdown or a field goal, Brock, but hey, points are points. And their first points of the game come on that there safety.
You'll take them any way you can get them in this league, Kate, right? And if the defense has got to score and they've got to continue to score, that is just fine. Because that is a breath of fresh air on that sideline and hopefully a bit of a kickstarter for their offense as well.
New slated downs to approach here from the 40. Running out of the gun with Mitchell. And he's going to work his way almost to midfield. That's stopped at the 48. It's an 8-yard pickup, and they're going to have 2nd and 2 next.
So much to like about that run, Kate, particularly what he was able to get out of it. The defense, I think, feels a little fortunate they were able to track him down before an even bigger run and crossing that 1st down marker.
And he's not quite that fast. Let him just a bit too much. That's incomplete. His first target doesn't lead to his first catch. But still plenty of options left on 3rd and short. Henry's going to try to pick it up. And they'll get him down after he gets into the 48. A pickup of 2, maybe 3, but most importantly, Brock, that's enough to move the sticks. 1st and 10, ball set up at the 48. Back to throw, here's Jackson. Well, the pressure nearly got to him, but still a good play defensively as that one falls incomplete.
Well, that's one you chalk up to the pressure earning that incompletion. They came in before he could find a target, hit him, altered that last-second attempt to get rid of it.
Mitchell up the middle. And he gets some good yardage down to the 42. 7 yards on the carry. Now they've got 3rd and 3.
That's a run that you'll take the result in the NFL every time. A nice play, a solid game, but it's also a run that you know and you may come back to, because if you were that close to breaking off an explosive one.
There he goes on the right side. He does it. Touchdown, Baltimore. The Ravens have a single-point lead in the first. Justin Tucker to try the point after. Extra point sent right down the middle. And the Ravens take a slim 2-point lead. Now Tucker on to handle the kickoff. Fielded at the 7. They'll bottle him up as he gets the return to the 30. Drive starts out with a 1st and 10.
Here we go.
Burrow from the gun. Finds his man Chase. And they catch up to him, but not until he's got a huge gain and a first down. That'll be the end of one in this AFC North battle. We've got a close one here. We're back to Paycor Stadium right after this. Time for our second quarter. It'll be Bengals football to begin. They'll try to attack this deficit starting with 1st and 10. Finds the in route complete. And it's going to be about a 3-yard pickup in the end. Nate Wiggins getting up to end that play.
Well, that's a pretty similar result to a first down run play. Moves it forward, keeps you on schedule, and makes 2nd and 3rd down a whole lot easier to manage.
Here's 2nd and 7. And his perfect start is over. And that's the first one of his throws to wind up incomplete. You go middle of the field against zone coverage, Brock. You know this firsthand. You are throwing into rush hour. And there aren't a lot of easy completions to be found in that part of the field.
Yeah, and a lot of those throws, Kate, you're signing your guy up to take some sort of hit. It's on you to protect your guys. Credit that defense for flying around and making the play.
So after that prior incompletion, we've got 3rd down. To throw again, it's Burrow. Completes this one to Chase. And he gets down to the 24 before he stopped. They'll get 18 yards there. And it'll be 1st down, Bengals.
Here we go.
Has him on the quick hitter. It's inside the 10. And he's brought down after a nice gain and a 1st down.
I love throwing on 1st down. And when you see a 1st down pass just like that, it's taking advantage of a matchup you plan for, and you go out and execute.
And it's a gain down to the 5-yard line. This is going to go as a pickup of 4. 2nd and goal coming up.
Hey, I get it on 1st and goal, right? A lot of teams like to be conservative and limit risk. Even if a run is stopped short, you still got 2, sometimes 3 downs to play with.
Now a shotgun handoff to Brown. And they've got him behind the line for a big loss.
What was supposed to move the chains, or at least make 3rd down easier to handle instead, well, did the exact opposite here, Kate. It now makes this 3rd down a whole lot trickier to figure out.
So now, here's 3rd and goal.
Here we go.
Throwing is Burrow. And oh, someone stepped in. It's intercepted. He's at midfield. He's at the 30. He's at the 10. And forget the interception. He makes this a pick-6 touchdown. That play, Brock, that play was beautiful. Not just making the interception, but then seeing the return slowly come together in front of him as he took it all the way to the house.
Yeah, I think even for us up here in the booth, it looked like a scene out of a movie, didn't it? Starts running it back, scans the field for a lane, then the blocks come just in the nick of time to wipe out the would-be tacklers, and he's got open space and nothing but the end zone in front of him.
A quick chance at redemption after that pick-6 as it's sent away. Has this at the 6. Coverage team tracks him down as the return reaches the 35. Good starting field position awaits the Bengals as they get set for 1st and 10. After the pick, here's Burrow again. He's got the hook up to Watkins. They drop it with a big hit. At least he's able to hold on for the game. But boy, Brock, what a shot.
That is the epitome of staying on schedule. That kind of completion right there on 1st down. Well, it opens up the entirety of the playbook for 2nd down. And the 3rd and short in your back pocket, you can get even more aggressive and take that shot.
From the 44 here on 2nd down. Catch made by All. And he's tackled with the 1st down yardage.
I'm sure, Coach, the play caller doesn't mind making the job a little bit easier. You know, play calling's a lot simpler and easier when you count on the offense to move the chains on those early downs.
First and 10 from a yard shy of midfield. Trying to throw here out of the gun. Catch is made down the right sideline. And they finally bring him down, but that is a big gain and a new set of downs. Wow, they get a big old 32 yards out of that play, as well as a new set of downs. Thinking touchdown here after that big play. We've got first and 10 from the red zone. And that's good yardage there with a new set of downs to boot. They get 19, and now they're going to have first and goal. We're to the 2-minute warning from the jungle. The Bengals in need of some points before the break.
Here we go.
Going power with a big tight end. And he's in for the touchdown. The Bengals make it a one-score game before halftime. Extra point added on by McPherson. And the Bengals cut the lead down to just 2. We're down to a 2-point difference as they send the kick away. And no return as this bounces through the end zone for a touchback. First and 10 now from the 30. Out of the gun, here's Jackson. Throw came out right as the defense got to him. That's an incomplete pass. He was looking for Zay Flowers. And it sets up second down. Throwing again is Lamar. Gets this one to Andrews. It goes as a gain of 19 yards. And that'll be first down, Baltimore.
You want to become a quarterback's best friend, do that. Turn a short little gain, a short little pass into some yards after catch, and that quarterback will find you again.
Tight end in motion left. First down, here's Lamar. Complete Derrick Henry. And the defense is all over this one for a big loss.
I know coordinator and quarterback going to be upset with that first down because you call a screen on first, you're thinking stay ahead of schedule. Even a minimal gain to stay on pace, but instead, the defense creates a negative play and sets them back behind the sticks.
Jackson's going to throw again. Oh, he put everything he had into that throw. And the defender redirects that deep shot. Nicely done. Incomplete.
You know, ball skills are not just a selling point for receivers entering the draft. Teams want defenders, especially in this day and age of the passing game, who can make plays on the ball, too, especially on these deeper throws. He doesn't swat that one away. We could be looking at a huge gain.
No connection on the last play, and now it's third down. Motion man sent left. Jackson now, third and long. No luck on the connection. It's incomplete. No luck finding his receiver that time. And they're going to be stuck with a fourth and long. Jordan Stout on now to punt. And this will be his second effort of the contest. And he's there to make the fair catch right at the 10-yard line. That punt goes unanswered. No return there. And the Bengals are going to be backed up to begin this drive. They're out and set. First and 10. Here's Burrow. He's going deep. It's another first half mistake. He's intercepted again. Nate Wiggins has got it. And the Ravens have it as he records his 7th interception of the season.
Well, that's now 2, Kate, that they've gotten him for picks in this game, and he's got to be careful, right? You've got to protect the football. It is the greatest treasure you have as an offense. And this defense, well, they've got 2 in their pocket, and you know they're going to be going after number 3.
First and 10. Here's Jackson. From the pocket, Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. And the big play drives them backwards. Second down coming up.
All I'm hearing in my head is touchdown to check down, because we said about a gazillion times in the NFL to me when you get in the red zone. It's not sack. Touchdown to check down. You can't take a sack on first down in the red zone.
And he's going to score. Touchdown, Baltimore. The Ravens will add to their lead at the end of the half. Mark Andrews with the touchdown. Tucker on for the extra point. The point after splits the uprights. And the Ravens push the lead to 2 scores now. Now Tucker on to handle the kickoff. Starting from the 5. He's got a lane up past the 30. And a good return here as he gets it out past the 35. Good starting field position awaits the Bengals as they get set for 1st and 10. Trying to shake off the interception. He's looking to throw. He's trying to go deep again. Brought in inside the 20. He makes it in for the Cincinnati touchdown. The Bengals make it a 1-score game before halftime. McPherson at the point after. His kick is good, for the moment at least, as we've got a flag down on the field. I think they're going to get him for hitting the kicker. So they tag him for roughing the kicker. And now this kickoff's going to come from the 50. Let's see if they loft in and try to stick him deep. Time left for maybe a return plus a play here as they send this away. And he got all of that one out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Only 10 seconds remaining here, so 1st and 10 may be our last snap of the half. He'll throw it. He's got Andrews. And they get there to take him down right around the 41. Just before halftime, we get a timeout taken. Ravens call in on Justin Tucker for the field goal. Just before halftime, we get a timeout taken. Only time left for one more snap, Brock, so they're going to run out their field goal unit. This from the right hash and a considerable distance. And this kick is good. He needed to get all of it there, and he did. So we're through 2 quarters now, still a half of football to be played. We'll be back with more of the NFL on EA Sports. Welcome back, everybody. Kate Scott, Brock Heward with you as we're about set to begin the 3rd quarter. The first half controlled by the offenses, Brock. Let's see if the defenses can take over in the second half. We're underway. Returning it from the 4. Big shot at the end of that return as he gets it just past the 20. And the drive will start out with a 1st and 10. Burrow back to throw. Catch made by Chase Brown. They managed 22 on the rip and a 1st down.
Speaks to this guy's talent as just an all-around difference maker, playmaker. We see him line up as a receiver, and we don't even bat an eye, Kate. And we don't really bat an eye when he makes that kind of play either. This guy's just different, built for the moment.
Running back sent in motion. On 1st down, here's Burrow. That's complete. Here's Brown. And he takes it up and across midfield into Ravens territory.
That is a textbook 1st down completion. Sets up 2nd and very manageable and creates space to take that shot downfield.
2nd and 3 now.
Here we go.
And he has it to the 42 before they make the stop. They'll say he got 5 there, but Brock, all they care about is the first down that comes with it.
Here we go. Here we go.
Out of the shotgun, Burrow. He'll get this one to Watkins. And they bring him down around the 34.
It takes a certain level of fearlessness, craziness to work over the middle of the field in this league. You're fighting through guys as you go, and all the while you know you could take a lick at any time.
He breaks the tackle. And a massive hit at the end of that play. Oh, baby. But he hangs on through it. Still able to get that first down. Dump off caught by his back. And this almost ended worse, but he gets a yard out of it. Nate Wiggins getting up to end that play.
Kate, I don't know why every once in a while I'll get these little flashbacks, but a little play like that just flashes me back to the preseason, my first preseason, where one of the veteran QBs said, hey, Brock, whatever you do, just find completions. You will never go broke taking a profit. Go get a completion. They're at a premium in this league.
They come through with a nice gain of 10 and a first down.
It sure seemed like he knew exactly where he was going with that right off the snap.
From the gun, a give to Brown. And he drives that front backward on a gain of 4.
You know, Kate, these are some of the little hidden plays in a game, right? Doesn't look like a whole lot on the stat sheet, but A, it gets you good yardage. B, it sets up your play action. And C, most importantly, keeps that defense guessing.
And that's a huge hit there, but he's still able to power through enough for a 1st and goal.
I think with that call, they were trying to set him up with a short 3rd down run, but he said, nope, not on my watch. I'll just go get it all right here. Now, playbook's wide open for 1st and 10.
Let's go now. Ready?
And he's brought down for a loss.
You know how we hear about teams and quarterbacks avoid targeting a stud quarterback, just throwing away from him? And maybe they should avoid running it anywhere near this guy. He's having no issue stopping these plays cold.
He brings it in. Touchdown, Cincinnati. Not a lot of processing time from the moment he pulled it back to the moment he made that throw, Brock. But I think we can all agree he made the right choice not to hand it off, and then the right read on that throw.
Yeah, he sure did, kid. It kind of reminds me of the option quarterbacks of our day growing up, right? Those guys that made that pitch, and it was just second nature. They were on the run, guys all around. Didn't matter. He's going to put that pitch right on them. The great RPO quarterbacks of today do exactly the same thing with their throws.
And he's into the end zone. Successful play there. That makes the lead 3 points. Well, that right there, a very important 2-point conversion. Brock, their lead now up to 3. A field goal would only tie this one.
Yeah, the math was pretty easy on that one, right? You know what it does. It puts you up 3 and forces a field goal on the other side. But I'll tell you what else I like there, Kate. It's psychology. Puts a little seed of doubt on that other side. Maybe if you come into this moment later in the game, and certainly an injection of confidence for your offense that they can deliver in the clutch.
First and 10 now from the 30. Lamar now from the gun. Andrews with the catch. And he'll get taken down after advancing this to the 37.
Quarterbacks will look for their tight end short in just about any situation. They take away the deeper options. Well, there's their consistent source of positive yardage, the trusty tight end.
And he'll pick up enough to move the chains.
I don't know about you, Kate, but he sure made getting that first down look really easy. A lot easier than it's supposed to be for that defense. And I think they'll hear about it when they get to the sidelines.
On first and 10, it's Jackson. Escapes the pocket. He can run it. And he goes out. Just needed one more step there to reach midfield.
Well, the QB made something happen and got some yardage when the play didn't develop right. And even got himself out of bounds to avoid a hit. The only negative at all is he couldn't quite get the first down.
This is Henry on second. And they'll get him down after he gets into the 48. This one goes for 3 yards. And that's good for a Ravens first down. From the gun, Jackson. And he'll be brought down at about the 29. It's a gain of 19 on the play. And that'll be first down, Baltimore. This is the end of the third quarter. It's the Ravens' ball. They come in trailing, but that lead is within reach. They'll keep this drive moving and come to the line for 1st and 10. Out of the gun, Henry. And the power play up the gun only results in 2 yards.
You know, not a ton of yards, but still showing that commitment to the ground game. The type of run that keeps the defense from loading up in coverage and focusing entirely on that passing game.
An all-around tough play for him. He took a shot on the release, and it definitely affected the throw. It's incomplete.
This is why we hear about closing speed so often when you evaluate players. You know, once he senses the pressure, he's getting rid of that ball. It takes a player who can close quickly to get to him before it's released and alter that throw.
Jackson now on third. And that's a win for the pass rush. Hit as he threw it, leads to the incompletion. 4th down coming up.
And this is why scouts talk about a player's closing speed, Kate. You know, once he senses the pressure, he's getting rid of that ball. It takes a player who can close quickly to get to him before it's released. And that sure altered the throw. And we're barely into this quarter, Kate, and already a tied game, a whole new game. Starting from this point, every single possession will be a premium.
Now Tucker on to handle the kickoff. And that one flies right on past the end zone. Didn't make an effort to hit the landing area at all. So they're going to give them a drive starting at the 30. Offense ready to begin this drive. 1st and 10.
Here we go.
Burrow from the gun. Has a man. It's Brown. And he'll go down, it will say right at the 39-yard line.
Translatable skills. That's what you call it. So effective as a runner, but those same traits that make him a great runner, adept at getting those yards, well, he translates it now as a receiver in the open field.
Brown on the inside give. And this one doesn't have the juice of that last one. He's stopped at the line. Nothing for them on 2nd down, and now it's 3rd and 1. They'll run again with Brown. And he's going to go down right along the midfield stripe. It's a pickup of 11. And it sets up a Cincinnati 1st down.
Win the early battle. Get a little leverage. Low man wins off the line, and that's all that was needed to ensure that 1st down right there.
First and 10 now. Here's Burrow. Finds his man Chase. And he's going to take this in. Touchdown, Cincinnati. The Bengals take a 4th quarter lead. It's a Jamar Chase touchdown. And they've loved the scoring production he's brought out of their offense. That touchdown gives him 10 on the season. McPherson at the point after. And it's no good. Not the time you want to see the extra point off the mark here in a 1-score game in the 4th. So following the missed point after, the chance to take his frustrations out on that football as he sends this away. And it bounces out of the end zone, so they'll set up shop at the 30. They'll get this drive started. 1st and 10. The drive begins with Henry. And the defense gets there to force a small loss.
Well, he was supposed to be the one who chipped away a few and got a new set of downs started right in rhythm. Instead, he's now forced to pick himself from behind the line thanks to a great effort defensively.
Shotgun snap to Jackson. Oh, he missed over the middle there. Lucky that one didn't end up worse. That swatted away, incomplete.
You know, it's tough to succeed a linebacker in most defenses if you can't hold your own in coverage. They rely on you to break up throws just like that and take some of the stress off the secondary.
Last pass unsuccessful, and they have 3rd down here. Back to throw it. Just got it away before the hit, but it doesn't matter. It's incomplete. 4th down coming up.
That is a DB's best phrase, pressure. That pressure earned that incompletion. They came in before he could find a target and hit him to alter that last-second attempt to get rid of it.
Hunter takes the field on 4th down, and he sends this one flying. And little to nothing on that return as the coverage team gets to him. It's a 54-yard punt that time. And it'll be Bengals football. Ball at the 33 for 1st down.
Here we go, here we go.
Burrow out of the shotgun. He puts some power on a deep one. That's complete inside the 35-yard line. And he's going to take this in. Touchdown, Cincinnati. The Bengals go up by 12 in the 4th. It's a Jamar Chase touchdown. His 2nd scoring catch of the game. So no mistaking that play call, Brock. They send everybody on deep goes, and it winds up paying off. What a play.
And you'd think on the other side, defensively, they'd be ready for this. But this is truly a breakdown in the secondary. They're just not able to make a play on the...
The lateral goes haywire. Live ball. But I think someone on the Bengals got back on top of that one. And yes, they did. Bengals football. Here's McPherson on to handle the kickoff. And the kickoff is into and then out of the end zone. Touchback. This drive starting from the 30. Drive starts out with a 1st and 10. Receiver in motion, going left. 1st down, here's Lamar. Escapes the sack. Pocket isn't holding up, they're able to drop him. And the big play drives them backwards. 2nd down coming up. Trying again, following the sack. He's going deep this time. And that was probably their last gasp. It's intercepted. Cam Taylor-Britt picks it off. And the Bengals take over as he records his 10th career INT.
Well, obviously not the cleanest game with now 2 interceptions, but here's the key. This is where mental toughness for a quarterback becomes so critical. And frankly, why some of the best QBs playing today have baseball in their background, because you flush your mistakes. Okay, you strike out, you throw an interception, but you got to go get it in that next series. Got to put these interceptions behind and press forward ahead.
Oh, he gets clobbered behind the line.
Hey, don't get me wrong, Kate. Every defensive guy, they watch tape in their own ways. But linebackers, well, they're a little bit like quarterbacks. They got to develop that sixth sense by watching that tape so they can diagnose and get home in a hurry like he just did.
It goes down as a gain of nothing on the run, and now they're left with 3rd and 14. We've reached the 2-minute warning from Cincy. Bengals ready to pick up their 8th win of the season. This offense looking to convert as they come up on 3rd down. And he won't get it there. Defender finds a throw and breaks it up.
You know, as a QB, I'm going to note that in the back of my head. That was a heck of a break. Knocks the ball away. DBs like that, they tend to, once they get one hand on the ball, have a pretty good beat on you and can get two hands on it the next time.
And he puts together a nice little return there before they're able to bring him down. He manages 13 on this punt return. And the Ravens will go on offense. 1st and 10 now from the 30. Interception last drive doesn't deter them. They're going right back to the air. And that's going to be knocked away, incomplete.
How many times do defenders hear from their coaches, read and react, read and react? You got to read where the quarterback's eyes are going, and then more importantly, you got to react as he begins to throw and knock that ball away.
2nd and 10 now. A bit of desperation on this deep shot. Really pushing the envelope on 2nd down, but the deep shot doesn't work.
Can't cover it much better than that. Really well covered, Kate, on that play. There just simply was not a window for him to sneak that throw in.
To throw. Try and push it deep downfield. And they really went for it on 3rd down, didn't they? But the heave falls incomplete. Now they're facing 4th down.
Hey, Mr. Quarterback down there, that's a throw that's got to go somewhere else. Double coverage was waiting for it. QB super fortunate that ball wasn't picked. An incompletion, still pretty good for the defense, too.
And they won't do it. That falls incomplete on 4th down.
I think every analytics book out there, Kate, said you got to go for it. You're in 4-down territory, down a couple scores here in the 4th. But now it's all about the defense. Can the defense come with a quick turnover or a stop to somehow, some way, spark a comeback?
And they'll get this down to the 23-yard line before they stop him. It's a solid 7-yard pickup on 1st down. Now they're going to have 2nd and 3. Here's Brown again. And he's dropped just short of the marker, maybe a yard away.
That offensive group really hoped he was going to get it all right there, reset it back to 1st down. But instead, the defense, well, they're not going to let anything come easy. And their fight is giving them a chance to stall things out on 3rd and short.
And again, they stall him out at the line. He couldn't get it. So in the jungle, the Bengals take the win. And they draw first blood against a division rival. They're on the road later this year with a chance at completing that season sweep. So for Brock Ewart, our incredible crew, everybody here at EA Sports, I'm Kate Scott signing off. We'll see you next time. The Bengals emerge as winners as we say so long from Cincinnati.
Are you kidding me?